Hello, lovelies. I'm going to give a minute for everybody to jump on. In case anyone is wondering, this is sugar-free green tea, a lot of it, and it's delicious. 0 calories. Okay. Give about 30 more seconds to let you ladies jump on. Happy Junior Friday. What? I know these events are a bit earlier than normal, so time to get up, get some education, get moving, stretch, move your body around, get some energy flowing through it. Hello, ladies. Please say hello when you're jumping on. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is awesome. We're going to go over mindset. The cool thing is, in future events, most likely, the mindset will actually be live hypnotherapy sessions. So that will be super cool. I think you guys will love it. It'll be really cool. So you can have the inside scoop. Good morning, everybody. Excuse me. Awesome. I'm so happy to have you all. Thank you so much for being here. This is the last day of Master Your Fat Loss Workshop. I have loved it. I have loved seeing the momentum you ladies are building. It's amazing. So many wins happening. I would love to hear some wins you're already having. Please drop them in the chat. I would love it. All the posts and the comments and the videos have been amazing. Honestly, hard to keep up with, which is wonderful. You guys are absolutely crushing it. And the purpose of these events is to educate, to help you take action so you have momentum into the goal that you want to achieve. So don't stop the momentum. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Lean on the ladies in the group. I mean, not just during the event, right? Keep it going. Great. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to really be just kind of focusing on my notes quite a bit because it's a lot of information to cover and I want to just get it out there for you because I know we're all super busy. Okay. Uncover why you feel defeated with your fat loss and learn the simple technique to shift from defeated to unstoppable in every single goal you set. Drop a 1 if that's what you want. That's what I want. Okay, I'll let those roll in. I'm going to keep on rolling. Here are the problems I see that you're facing and that we'll talk about today. Okay. Yeah, I see them coming in. Okay. No shame. Like this is okay. Yeah, this is totally in a row. So here's the problems that I want to answer today. You've been trying to accomplish the same goal for over a year, possibly way longer, or you have no idea what to do to hit your goal. You could be seeing progress, but to like really get to that end goal, you may not know. Another one, you calculate macros, but are not really sure if they're right for you. So, or like no goal outcome clarity, no macro outcome clarity, like just lacking a lot of clarity to determine, am I on the exact right path that will 10 out of 10 times get me to my goal? Most people would say no, and that's a problem. The next thing, you're working out, but probably don't have a set plan, which never ends in reaching your specific goal or a specific goal. There's no structure or daily clarity about it. You're just crossing your fingers, rolling the dice, and hope it will work because exercise is good. I see this problem all the time. I used to do it, actually, and the outcome is not cute. You're fit and you're healthy, but a lot of ladies even come to me. They're like, I got to my goal, but I don't like what my body looks like. It's like, no problem. It's just adjusting. It's just getting on the right macros, getting on the right weightlifting program, and taking the time to shape your body. Okay. You are working out, but, oh, I already said that. Exactly. Whoever just said that in the comments, it works taking a pause to say, I don't really have a clue if I'm on the right path. I'm just turning up and doing it. Yep. And although that will definitely bring you some success and it's helping you practice a healthy lifestyle, it's helping you grow muscle, it's helping you be strong and healthy and the things, it's just a way longer approach than just getting on the right path and doing what's right, being in a plan. Then it's like the fast track of hitting all of your goals. It's easy, honestly, that way. Okay, here is another problem I see. And this, we all have this. You have subconscious programming about things you don't realize are there. And without awareness of that subconscious programming, you will try to eliminate a root thought. So like the initial root of the story, you will try to eliminate the root like a root of a tree, but are actually taking an axe to the limb or the branch. So for example, if you really want to be fit and live a healthy lifestyle and you binge eat, you're trying to eliminate binge eating by like eating less, hiding food, that type of thing. And although that is definitely useful and good practice, it will take forever to actually have a lifelong transformation of no longer binge eating, because we have to heal the root issue. The root issue could be, without you even realizing it, that when you were a kid, your mom told you that you'll always be overweight, or your mom or whoever told you that, oh, this is just how we are. This is just our family. That's a story that your subconscious took as a belief, and now your subconscious will do anything to make sure that happens. So we have to then dig up that root to be like, wait, that's not what I want for my life. I choose to be the overcomer and be fit and be healthy. And I'm not going to have that story be the blueprint for my life anymore. That is what hypnotherapy is. That's why it's so effective. That's why people quit smoking after 1 to 3 sessions. People quit binge eating after 1 session sometimes. Sometimes you need a little bit more depending on the person. But it's that rapid because you're finding the root and you're healing the root. It's so simple. It's actually amazing. You feel so energized. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I said binge eating, biting nails, smoking, drinking, procrastinating, habit of stress. Listen to that, etc. We naturally try to correct ourselves by attracting those things. By attacking those things. So we're super stressed out, so we need to adjust our schedule. That's fantastic, but that's not the root. You got to fix the root. The root could be, I don't feel like I'm enough, and so I have to do more and more and more and more to prove my worth. Whereas if we attack that root and be like, wait, I'm already enough. I am inherently perfect. I have everything I need already, and I'm worthy of love, and I'm worthy of these things. All of a sudden, the chronic stress is gone, because the root issue of what caused the stress is not the cause. Something caused the stress is no longer there. Therefore, the stress instantly disappears because there's nothing causing it, right? We took away the root. Vital. Cool. And here is the last problem. This is what I see ladies want, but maybe not necessarily have. You just want to be fit and healthy, feel good in your skin and in your mind, and easily and enjoyably live your life. Is that true? Drop a, what am I on, ladies? A 2? Drop a 2 if that is you. I just want to be fit and healthy. Just want to feel good in my skin and my mind, because we can have a rocking body and have a healthy body. But if we're full of anxiety, are we really healthy? Half. We want to be healthy in our mind as well. So drop a 2 if that is you. Awesome. What's up, Billy? Good morning. Awesome. Love it. Love these 2s. Okay. So let's talk solution. So we're going to break this down. I'm going to do some mindset education, because I want you guys to just increase awareness. Okay. So you can take appropriate action in a way that feels right for you. Hypnotherapy is not for everybody. So when I talk about it, again, there's a billion ways to skin the cat. I personally do hypnotherapy, macros, and weightlifting, okay? And it works very well. Okay, so before I do that, I want to go over some basic ways of how to feel less defeated in your fat loss and be more unstoppable in achieving your goals. These are just conscious behaviors that we can do right now, okay? I talked about this, I think, yesterday. Ditch the all or nothing approach, okay? There's no such thing as the all or nothing approach with balance. We are here to enjoy our life and choose healthy options for ourselves because of the deep self-love we have for ourselves. And some of you are like, okay, whatever. I don't have that. I hate myself. And I'm not saying it in a laughing way. This is a very real issue. It is a very real issue. And how many people can really say, oh, I love myself. I give myself hugs. I think I'm adorable. I think I'm just the most wonderful person. Not in a prideful way, not in I'm top, B's or whatever, but in a humble, I love myself. I am not below or above anybody. We are all the exact same. Very few, sadly, very few. Okay. But what a life. Imagine that life. If you really loved yourself, how much easier would every day be? Okay. Here's another one. Practice makes progress. It's not an overnight change. This is a total life change because you want it. But total life changes don't happen overnight. Total life changes happen with practice because you have to undo all of these habits that you've been practicing years before or however long before. So just relax, have fun, right? The more we white knuckle grip and expect perfection, it's like, then we just start to resent it. That's not what we want. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I said, so just like a baby learning to walk. He falls down, he gets back up. He falls down, he gets back up. He falls down, he's not going to be like, well, guess walking's not for me. I'm just going to sit down for the rest of my life. That's silly, right? And he is in the right by just continuously standing up because he's not viewing it as failure. He's viewing it as feedback. Whatever I just did didn't work. Let me get up and try it a different way. And then he becomes a master of walking. But it doesn't feel like this extravagant task that's hard and burdensome. He's just living his life. He's just being, like in the moment instead of anxiety is fear of future. Depression is the past. If you just be, anxiety and depression and stress and all the things cannot exist unless you're being chased by a bear or a person with a gun, right? So that's one thing we really need to start practicing in our world, in my opinion, and just honestly, is more peace, more being in the moment, more being present in the moment. It is a total game changer. It will totally change your life. Okay, cool. Let me just keep going through with my notes. Yeah, I was like, why do we put pressure on ourselves anyway? The world does that enough. Let's treat ourselves differently. Let's learn to operate from a different state. Grace, love, compassion, mercy. When we treat ourselves like that, we naturally treat others like that. And if you're mean to others, it's because of how mean you are to yourself. So some people may think it seems selfish to treat ourselves respectfully, but think how crazy that sounds, right? Otherwise, we're just beating ourselves down all day, every day. Let's flip that script and talk love and life to ourselves all day, every day. Okay, now here's another just thing you can do. I don't keep things in the house that tempt me. If I'm going to buy chocolate, I'm just going to buy the amount of chocolate I'm going to eat. I'm not going to buy a massive candy bar because it's not setting me up for success right now as I practice having more control over chocolate. So just don't have it in the house, okay? This is something I will work with my hypnotherapist on too, but I have other things first. It's an easy change. Okay, cool. Whatever's in your fridge or your cupboard that is not serving you according to your goals and where you want to go, why is it there? Because if it's not serving your goals and your health and where you want to go, it's probably not serving your families, okay? This is why all of you awesome ladies threw out some of the foods that didn't serve your goals, because why is it there? Just, come on, let's just set ourselves up for success, okay? You're not missing out on anything. In fact, you're saving your body from something that would kill you if you ate too much of it. Too much sugar, too much processed foods, too much junk food, eventually you would die. Heart attack, obesity, all the things, right? So why are we setting something that kills us as a reward or as something that we're excited about? Let's start shifting that perspective, right? Cool. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's an instant thing, just chatting, but I just want to keep planting the seeds in your mind and just help you keep making those perspective shifts so you can have more success. Cool. Cool. Okay. Awesome. 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 Okay. You ladies with me? How you doing so far? We're plowing through some info, but I have like a lot of mindset stuff to talk about, and so I'm just plowing through, but I want to make sure. Are you ladies with me? You enjoying it so far? You learning something yet? What a day. Good. Got Kath with me. I hope I got some other ladies with me. I see a thumbs up. Good. If you guys have questions, just drop them. We're here to chat. I know it's a live, but I'm here for you guys. We're here to chat. Okay. Cool. This is a huge one, you guys, that we can implement right now and that I recommend every single person implement right now. You will free yourself. Good, ladies. Thank you. Take every opportunity as feedback for what doesn't work rather than I suck. Why do I suck so hard? Why can't I control my freaking willpower? Right? Beating ourselves down. It's not a time to feel bad about yourself that you messed up. Come on. Use it almost like biofeedback. What a blessing, because now you are even closer to your goal than you were before. It's not a setback. Some ladies constantly think if they go off their macros, oh my God, now it's a setback. Now I feel defeated. Well, just relax, because it's not a setback. You're just learning a new way of living. Come on. It's a whole lifestyle. Just relax. It's okay. Okay, cool. Now you have the ability to solve that problem before it ever comes up again. Fabulous. This is what I do for those who really lean into the training program. Something happens, they take the initiative to work through it themselves or with me. What needs to be changed or improved to continue day after day to achieve greater success and results. If you are just applying small things, so you didn't hit your macros because there was a social gathering and you got there and you had a glass of wine and then your inhibition was like, screw my macros, I'm just going to enjoy it. And then the next day you're like, wow, I feel like total crap about myself because I failed and now my results aren't going to be as good. It's like, okay, hold up, because actually what an awesome space to learn. So totally naturally you had a glass of wine and you're like, I'm just going to have fun. A totally normal thing. So maybe what could you do in the future? Allow more space for calories and for a drink. So if you normally have 2 glasses of wine and you're having dinner out with girlfriends or whatever, track 3 glasses of wine and a big dinner. So even if something happens, you're like, oh my gosh, so-and-so ordered an appetizer. Oh my God, like they ordered a bottle and like we were just having a good time. You've already allowed that space in your day for the just in case, right? Have protein and veggies focus all throughout the morning, the afternoon. So then when you get to the evening, you have a good amount of calories left, a good amount of carb, and a good amount of fat left. So you're just, it's like, thank you, past self, set myself up so I can enjoy my family, enjoy my friends, and still hit my goals. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's see. Sorry, ladies. There's so many notes here. Yeah, so if you're applying the information, this is the worst you will ever be, because every day you'll get better and better. Every day you'll get sharper and sharper. Every day it gets easier and easier. That's the thing. If macros feels hard, keep doing it, because eventually it's like brushing your teeth. It's the easiest thing in the world. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So I'm getting a little heartfelt. I'm like, you'll only experience it if you choose to embody that perspective and thought life. If you choose to embody, I failed, I suck at this, and I'm defeated, it's actually choosing a victim mentality. No success happens in that state. It's impossible. It is impossible. Some people, I think, go in that state because they're embarrassed and they know if they feel pity on themselves, maybe others will feel pity on them too. But you don't have to feel pity, because that maybe comfort or love that you're craving can just come from somewhere else, like self-love, and be like, okay, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. New day. What a different perspective. And that those people, those perspectives will live totally different lives, 100% lives. One person will be defeated and live not the best life their entire life. One person will thrive, love their life, be fit, be healthy, have great relationships. Like, it all snowballs. Okay. So just a few things. Yeah. So choose to be just present moment. Choose to be who you are. I'm just going to move forward. This is my healthy lifestyle. It doesn't matter if I mess up 1,025 times. I'm going to stand up 1,026 times. Okay. Rather than choosing to be roller coaster, stressed, frustrated, defeated, like I was just talking about. Now, to bring a little bit of scripture, because I love Jesus, and science and scripture are like so side by side in so many things. So Proverbs 18:21 says you have the power to choose life or death, which in my opinion is victory or destruction physically, just like, yeah. And then another scripture, what's this one? Isaiah 55:11. The tongue, so what we say, has the power of life and death. And what we think about, we say. We are co-creators with God. Our words have power. They do what we send them out to do. What we think about, we say. So if we're constantly thinking about complaining, frustration, defeat, we're going to speak complaining, destruction, and defeat. Like attracts like, we're going to draw in more destruction, more defeat, more depression, more overweight, more self-hate. It's ridiculous. It's so sad. But when we choose to start to shift our perspective and say, okay, I'm going to think about being resilient. And it's not just like, oh, I'm happy today. It's like, no. Figure out what is causing any negativity or any unhappiness. Ask yourself. The first key to success is freaking awareness, okay? So ask yourself, why is this feeling here? And then you start to dig back to the root. And then when you fix the root, everything else will flourish. Seriously. You can do this yourself, definitely. it's just way faster in hypnotherapy, but it's the same thing. It's just, what's the story that I was told as a kid to basically condition my beliefs? And that's how I'm acting now, is that story. So we have to retell that story. I'll get into that. Okay, cool. Science proves this over and over. That study of the elementary kids, every variable was the same with the plants. Soil, sunlight, water, everything was the exact same, except half the kids spoke life to their plants. I love you, you're beautiful, grow, blah, blah, blah. Half the kids spoke death. You suck, you're dead, da, da, da. Those kids' plants literally died. The other kids' plants literally thrived. The only difference in variable was what they talked to that life. I'm like, whoa. Okay. Yeah, so even there's a book called Levels of Energy, if you're interested. It's like a huge scientific read. But anyway, it shows us that the universe runs on vibrations. Think about it. Sound, light, sound, light, everything, right? It's all vibrations. So where am I at? Yeah, depression, stress, anxiety there's actually an energy scale. Those are low levels. That's why people say, oh, but if they're angry instead of depressed, they're actually getting better. It's actually true, because anger is higher on the levels of energy scale. Contentment, joy, peace, right? Like all those are much higher. Okay, cool. So if we speak and think on the low level of energy, we attract low, which is poverty, hate, like just stuff that we don't want to be living in, you guys. If we speak and think high, not in a fake way, but really doing the internal work to get yourself higher on that energy scale, we attract high. Okay. I'm going to do a quick tangent on this, because I know a lot of you book those hypnotherapy sessions. I had 60 sessions booked in 24 hours. Like, you ladies are driven, and I love it. I'm so excited. That was awesome. But with the hypnotherapy, you are doing all the work. You really are. No one can get in your mind. Like, you are the one doing the work. I am simply guiding you into meditation to awaken your imagination, to find your root, to find the root of whatever you want to accomplish during the session. It's your choice, whatever you want to accomplish. That being said, I take it very seriously to do my internal work so I can show up high on the energy level. True joy, true peace, true inner being, true love. Because in reality, when we're in that meditative state and I am sitting there talking to you and operating on those high levels of energy, it's actually awakening those in you. Like attracts like. So it's actually awakening those in you. And so if you haven't felt this for a long time, even if you can always find the root, honestly. It's like, if you want to find the root, it's a guarantee you will find the root. But let's say for some reason you didn't, you will still feel so good afterwards because of the levels of energy that your brain is awakening to. And that's the word I'll keep using, awakening. You're awakening instead of just being almost like asleep, right? Just kind of flowing in the world. Like, so many things are just constantly happening. I'm tired. It's like that we can get out of that. We should. Okay, cool. This is like a lot of mind stuff. So I just got the question, are there any more sessions available? Not for the practice sessions. It's actually fully booked through the first week of April, but I will say at the end of this, I'm actually going to do an event special just for you ladies, just for this event, for a 4-pack and an 8-pack of hypnotherapy sessions. And if someone wants to enroll in training, I'm giving away a bunch of hypnotherapy sessions as well, starting the second week of April. So I will be fully certified. So you can literally accomplish anything you want. And remember the study, after 6 sessions of hypnotherapy, 93% of clients saw 100% of success with whatever goal they went in there. Quit smoking, quit binge eating, get rid of chronic stress, sometimes pain, sometimes GI issues. 6 sessions, 600 sessions of psychotherapy, or just like talk therapy. You go to a therapist, which is the equivalent of 10 years. 38% of clients saw success with their goals. It's crazy. It's horrible. So hypnotherapy is extremely effective, like really rapidly. So I will totally get to that at the end. Okay, cool. All right. Now, so those are the things that I would say you can do now. Get the foods out of your house. Start shifting your perspective of, this is just practice. I'm still awesome. I don't have to prove anything to anyone at any time. Not to be distracted, but let me just show you. This is what it looks like, Melissa. It's on Audible as well. It's massive. And it's like, it's so interesting and it's amazing, but it is also like, sometimes you have to take a break because it's just a lot of scientific facts. Okay. So anyway, so to help stop feeling defeated in your fat loss, ditch the all or nothing approach, right? Have the balance. It's okay to practice. Get the stuff out of your house that's tempting you and not serving you. And then, yeah, take every opportunity as good. Stop getting down on yourself. You're a freaking amazing woman. You're here to learn. And I think that's amazing because some people just sit back and let life happen to them. So you're so amazing. You are so amazing. Tell yourself in your mind, please, I ask you, no, like you choose. Tell yourself in your mind, I love myself for who I am right now. And I'm amazing. And smile. Let those good endorphins be triggered to come out and to make you feel better. Smiling does that in and of itself. Okay, I'm going to go into some, not to tangent too much, sorry, I have to comment on this. Melissa, you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. I love that, but I want to say you're already perfect. You're inherently perfect. There's nothing that can be added to you to be more perfect. What's happening is we just have some mud around us. We have some mud from people saying, you're going to struggle the rest of your life. We have some maybe concrete that says, you're not lovable. No one can ever love you. You're going to be overweight your whole life. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. Nothing needs to be added to us to thrive. We simply need to break off those BS stories that have been put on us by other people. It's not a space to get mad at those people because that's simply their subconscious conditioning that has been passed down to us. Okay. So, but now we just know, we have awareness and we can fix, right? Cool. Okay. So I talk about the subconscious. I want to give you some background. Your subconscious mind is where the following resides: your beliefs, your emotions, your habits, your values, your protective reactions. That's a big one. And your imagination. This is why kids under 7 have amazing imaginations. They are actually in the theta brainwave state from the time they're born until after 7. They're in the theta brainwave state, which is a deeply relaxed state, which is what we get into in hypnotherapy. Their imagination is so active and so wild. And this is also when, excuse me, guys. Sorry, God. Anyway, this is also the time that the subconscious programming creates. So usually after 7 years old, the person has their subconscious programming for their life unless they choose to change it. So for example, my mom always told me that I can't be myself because no one will ever accept me. Well, I know she was trying to protect me, but probably her mom told her that, and her mom and her, blah, blah. But then as an adult, it made me, in all of my friendships, I couldn't get too close because I couldn't be myself because then they wouldn't accept me anymore. And it wasn't until I found hypnotherapy that I realized that and have been able to completely change the story. So it's like, oh my God. So things are there that we don't even realize. There was one girl, God, what was her situation? It was something to do with, I think it was either art or public speaking. Something she wasn't wanting to do something. It was potentially public speaking. Then she did hypnotherapy and realized in 3rd grade, she colored outside the lines, like she was just coloring. A classmate was bugging her and she told her, please be quiet. You know, we're supposed to be quiet. The teacher got on her and was like, you're a bad girl, held up her picture and was like, this is what bad girls do, or this is what the wrong thing looks like, and pinned it on the board for the rest of the school year. And so I think it was public speaking. And so she would never public speak again because of the fear of that public ridicule that her 3rd grade teacher gave her. Not that big of a deal, right? But to her as a 3rd grader, it was devastating. It is so heartbreaking. Yeah. It affected her entire life until she did hypnotherapy and was like, oh my gosh, that's why she was able to tell herself a new story. Hey, subconscious, you're not actually protecting me. I'm going to be okay. I can do this public speaking, no problem. Anytime we have a block, our subconscious mind is just protecting us. I had a financial block a while back because I grew up, you have to hustle and struggle and you'll barely get by. Who else dealt with that? Probably a ton of people. And so your subconscious, when you get a bunch of money, same with people who win the lottery, it goes away so quickly because your subconscious saying, no, we're designed to struggle. We're designed to not have enough. I need to get rid of this. Even though you're like, I need more money. Why don't I have more money? It's because your conscious and your subconscious are fighting each other. And so we have to do the work to find the root, our subconscious programming, and change the story. Okay. It is fascinating, in my opinion. I love this stuff. I'm like, wow, this is like a human rights violation that not everyone has access to this. Okay. One of the best ways to access the subconscious mind is by awakening the imagination. This is what I do in hypnotherapy. I'll ask you questions about colors, about places. Like, it's beautiful. I am not telling you to think anything. I'm simply awakening your curiosity and your imagination so you can become alive. That's like the best way to put it. I'm not trying to be woo-woo. Like, it's so real, you guys. The other thing in your subconscious is your intuition. Okay. These are the blueprint of your personality and functionality. I'm going to keep pushing, ladies. Everyone with me? I'm going to keep reading, but let me know if everyone is with me. I know this is like pretty dense stuff. So, okay. These are the blueprint of your personality and functionality. I already said that. The external world has zero impact. Thanks, ladies. Perfect. The external world has zero impact on how we experience life. What? It's all from within. It's all inside. If someone, I don't think I told you ladies this, let's say our spouse or whoever says something that hurts us, but they didn't really mean it, and we choose to still be hurt, we are choosing hurt even though it doesn't actually exist. That situation didn't actually exist, but we're choosing to see it through the lens of, well, that was a rude thing to say. And he's like, well, I didn't even mean it. And you're like, well, I don't care. That was rude. Right? So what is it? Perception is reality. Whatever we decide to perceive in our own imagination is what we decide is, right? It's just how we're made up. Okay. But this way, if you heal the inside and help yourself come into a being of peace, being in the moment and learning what it's like to be at peace. Actually, I'll share this quick story. My hypnotherapist, like I do one-on-one sessions as well, her house burnt down. And she said, I was able to just have no reaction to it because I knew everything would be fine. It allows you to essentially surrender to life. And there's so much more peace and so much more prosperity comes out of it. It's like, we just don't have to fight anymore. It's pretty cool. Okay. So it's important we stop trying to change the outside when all the change truly needs to happen from the inside. We can't change others. We have to change ourselves. It's not our spouse's fault that he annoys us. It's not our coworker's fault that they annoy us. It's not our willpower's fault that we overate the cake or the French fries. We simply need to reprogram our subconscious mind. Mm-hmm. Melissa just said, so much less anxiety when you know things will be okay. It's true. I think, but then that poses a question, well, how do you know if it's okay? And it's like, well, for me, it's faith personally, but for other people, I don't know. I don't know how you would know it's okay. But one thing I can say, fighting it just makes it worse. Being at peace, this is just a light bulb moment in my brain. Being at peace is higher on the energy scale. So it's actually pulling in more good. It's pulling in like attracts like, it's pulling in that higher energy, that abundance, that love, that good. Versus if you're stressed out and anxious, you're low and you're pulling in more trouble. Like once we get our mind around that, it's like, oh my God, like I have to protect my mind. And we really do. Okay. Almost done. One thing you can do right now, especially for those who do not have any access to hypnotherapy or the sessions, download the Grace Space app. This is the one that I use. This is the same woman that I'm enrolled in her school, and I'll show you what it looks like. I actually do my recordings every single day, at least once a day, and I do my one-on-one session once a week. I've been doing it for months. So this is what it looks like. Okay. Ooh, look at how beautiful it is outside. Okay, it's wonderful. It does cost money. I don't know how much, but you're setting your life free. There's no price. I mean, honestly, in my opinion. Okay, so that was the one thing you could do. I know there's some on YouTube. I've never looked at them. I would be careful because you want to make sure you're putting in your mind what you want. So it's like you really kind of want to really make sure that what they're saying is life, wealth, abundance, health, right? All that. Okay. But you can start paying close attention to what you're ingesting. Books, conversation, news. What is the news doing? Fear, fear, fear. Ladies, when I was in South Korea, training 2 minutes from the North Korean border in 2017 and 2018, when tensions were highest with North Korea, no joke, we were preparing to at any second go to war. Like, I straight up thought that I was going to be in the Korean War. I'm not exaggerating. The news that was being broadcasted in America was 100% BS of what was actually happening, what we were actually doing over there. It was crazy. Like being in it and seeing what the news was saying, not 1% of it was right. It, like, at that moment, I was like, holy crap, this is literally fake effing TV. And I'm sorry, my blood is starting to boil actually now. It pisses me off. The freaking news, all the channels, I learned this yesterday, are owned by 4 people, 4 CEOs, and they are controlling the minds of the world with negativity and fear. Turn that crap off. It's not even true. With COVID, I don't know how many percent of people die. I think it's like 3%. And all of those people have other issues like being excessively overweight, something else. Yet they're hammering that 3% to bring fear in versus the 90% of people who are totally fine. It sucks. I had it. It really sucked. It hits everyone different, but it's not that big a deal. They make it way bigger of a deal. They bring fear in, which then weakens your immune system. Like, it's horrible. God, it makes me so mad. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now, I love what Billy said. Like with the house fire, my grandpa said, there's no use in crying over spilled milk. It happened. Exactly. Exactly. You can't make it unhappen. Just clean it up and move on. That's amazing. Okay. All right, ladies, this concludes the education portion of the mindset. I'm going to open it to Q&A. Anything, macros, weightlifting, nutrition in general, balance, schedule, mindset, hypnotherapy. Like, I'm just going to sit for just a couple minutes. If we don't have any stories come in, then I have just a couple other things I can share with you. Oh, let's all get a good stretch. I think I'm going to stand up. Let's get a good stretch, ladies. It's getting hot in here. I did, there's 3 videos of the form feedback. 2 are live. Yes, awesome. I see some questions coming in. I need to smile more. I'm really happy. This is just a serious topic. Like, this really changes people's lives for the good or for the bad. So does nutrition and macros, but the mindset is far more. Okay. So Melissa says, can you talk more about how to space out meals and snacks? Yeah. So my favorite thing to do for people who are needing this help is to decide how many meals you want to eat in the day. Could be 5. Doesn't matter. Everyone is different. You do you. You choose you. Then divide your macros. So if you want to eat 5 meals a day, divide your carbs by 5, your protein by 5, and your fat by 5, and your fiber by 5, and then have that be your meal goal every meal. Okay. I personally split my protein, I think, over 4. I do breakfast, lunch, dinner, protein focused, except today, honestly. And then I do 1 snack of protein, which is either a lean body shake or a cottage cheese. I like it. Personally, you don't have to do that. It's just really clean. When I say clean, I just mean like straight protein so I can enjoy the other things. So to add on, she said, you mentioned yesterday that if you eat too much in one sitting, it can affect your weight loss, even if you're hitting your macros. Definitely, if you're eating these massive meals. I like for my clients, and I mean, Melissa is one of my clients. So Melissa and everybody, I recommend eating 2.5 to 3 hours apart. It keeps your metabolism functioning. It keeps consistent energy going to your brain, to your body, to your muscles, to everything, even your digestion, right? When we eat a massive breakfast, don't eat the rest of the day, and then eat a massive dinner, it can cause a lot of metabolic issues. When thyroid disease happens, a lot of times it's from our lifestyle, from the habits. That's why I hate keto, and fad diets because they destroy your metabolism. In fact, more than one, but one in specific, right now we're working through bringing health back to her metabolism because she's done so many fad diets, which most of my clients have. Like, those are the ladies that we really align. You've tried all the things and nothing has worked. Macros is awesome. You tried all the fad diets, but what that does is it really damages your metabolism, and so you're not able to handle as much food. So we have to reteach your metabolism how to function properly and handle more food. So that was kind of a long-winded answer. So the main thing is I would divide it by 5 or by however many meals. I like to eat like 5 to 7 times a day. Okay, cool. Melissa, is that crystal clear? Do you have any other questions about it? And while I'm waiting for the response, actually, let me tell you this as a response, because I know a lot of people here are busy female professionals, and a lot of people are real estate agents and nurses, and you ladies are busy and sometimes on the go constantly without a fridge. So here's a few things I would say. Lean body shapes, put one in your pocket if you can. They're kind of bulky, but put it in your pocket or put it somewhere. What was the other thing? Costco has these dried strawberries. They're so juicy, but you don't have to eat a ton for a good amount of macros, but they're so tasty, and it's just a strawberry. If I'm understanding correctly, I don't recall other ingredients added. The other thing is nuts in your pocket. Again, you don't have to eat a ton for a good amount of macros, for a good amount of energy. What were some of the other ones that I said? Well, let's stick with those. That's protein, carb, and fat right there, just in your pocket. It's an awesome one. Okay. Any other questions, ladies? This has been a pretty intense event, a lot of information. I'm so grateful you guys are here and taking the time to learn. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your attention. Like, you're so wonderful. And I work really hard to bring you the info you want. So I hope you loved it. And if you have recommendations of something different, you just let me know. This is all for you. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to go into, if anyone is interested in training or hypnotherapy, I'm going to go into that a little bit, okay? So here's a problem I see all the time. You make progress, and then you don't make progress. And then you make progress, and then you gain it back. You make progress, and you stop. That's everything. It's frustrating, and it's a cycle of defeat, right? It's frustrating when you're trying to do the work, and you're not getting there. Like, naturally, that's really frustrating. People ask me all the time, I don't want to struggle anymore. Is it actually possible to lose weight for good, keep it off, and easily maintain my body? Yes, the answer is yes. Here's what needs to happen. You get yourself on the right macros for a deficit. They will have to change, ladies. One set of macros is not the end all be all. It has to change. If you're compliant, it has to change, okay? The only time I don't change my clients' macros is if they're not even following them, because there's no point, right? But when you're following them, your body adjusts. I have one gal, she's down 40 pounds. Her body doesn't need as much macros as it did when she was 40 pounds heavier 24 weeks ago, right? So I think I've changed her macros like 4 or 5 times, maybe 4, that the program, and I'm about to put her on a refeed so she can eat more and then drop back down. By changing your macros as your body changes, A, you're guaranteeing results every single week. B, you're making sure that your body is being protected from being in a diet phase for too long. A, that can plateau you, but B, what was B? What did I say? Oh yeah, I'm like, my train of thought just stopped. But B, your body can get used to those low calories and now no longer know how to process the higher calories. So now to be in a deficit, you have to cut even more food. I have very few ladies between 1,200 and 1,400 calories. Most of my clients I have higher. I have very few. Some are petite, so they're that low, but oftentimes it's because of what they did to themselves in the diet culture, that now their body just can't handle it. And so I'm like, let's hit your goal, and then I'm going to get you to be able to handle as many calories as possible. And I had one gal say, but I don't feel hungry. I don't really need the calories. And I said, okay, I hear you, but think about it this way. What if you could have all the wine that you wanted, and you could have 500 grams of veg and 300 grams of fruit, and you could enjoy some slices of bread, and you can enjoy eating out, and you can do this, and you can do this, and not gain a pound? She's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, like, come on. You're just not used to being able to handle that much. And so I'm like, I'm freaking reverse dieting you up to 2,000, girl. And she's at 1,300, but that's not healthy for her body. It's where her body needs right now that's not healthy. So wherever you are, like, I will meet you exactly where you are, get you on the right macros for your body, adjust them week after week as needed. Sometimes it's like a couple months, right, in between. Whatever your body needs, because you have that accountability and that support every week with weekly check-ins, not as a slap on the hand, did you do good this week, but instead, how is everything going? Are you able to follow your macros and hit your weightlifting sessions with ease? Are you doing good? Are you facing any challenges? Do you need any support? Do you need help hitting your macros? Do you need help knowing how to track last weekend out, right? The check-ins are there for, hey girl, I'm by your side. What's happening? So we can just move forward more at peace and more successful with the goals. Okay, so get you on the right macros, have that weekly accountability or daily during the week for those that need it, but just meet you right where you're at to take you to your goal. Obviously, with weightlifting, you have weightlifting. A lot of ladies have awesome weightlifting sessions, but they don't really see the results. You just need a program that is specifically designed to hit your goal. For my ladies, most of us, we want a feminine, toned, athletic physique. We want to have beautiful shoulders, right? Lean legs, lifted booty, strong body, fit waist, right? And just be proportional and be balanced and be strong and feel healthy and confident in our own skin. So that's how I personally train ladies. And I know I have some clients on here, so drop any of your thoughts below. I'll post some stuff later too for my gals, but it's beautiful because it's a whole lifestyle of health, feeling sexy and confident in your skin, and learning to sustain it. Cool. Now, the cool thing is all of my programs also have bi-weekly or weekly hypnotherapy sessions in there, included at no additional charge, which is epic. And they're going to start February 16th. Depending on the program, too, my macro coaching program and my middle ground fitness and nutrition program have bi-weekly hypnotherapy sessions. The hypnotherapy sessions are focused on health, wealth, and abundance. Self-love will be in there, but it's health, the outcome, health, wealth, and abundance, okay? Never yet. My Premier Support clients have weekly hypnotherapy sessions. The cool thing is you can listen to the recording every day and get more and more out of it every day, more change every day. So cool. So cool. Okay, awesome. Okay, let's see. Now, if this sounds like something you're looking for, total sustainability and total life transformation, body, lifestyle, and mind, because that's what it is, drop the word fit below and I'll reach out. We'll chat. We'll see what exactly do you need. This is what I can do to get you there. Let's go. Let's get you to your goals. No more up and down. Even my clients who are nowhere near perfect, they still see great results because they're putting in the effort to try. That's it. That's all it takes. No perfection. You just have to try. That's it. Okay? Cool. Lastly, for those who may not be able to afford nutrition and training or who really love their current program and just wanted to learn, that's fine. But if you still want that total life transformation and just do hypnotherapy, those are the packages that I have for you ladies. They are a ton off. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and put hypnotherapy. I have a 4-pack and an 8-pack, and we can talk more individually if you're interested in that. Cool. Okay, ladies, I'm going to jump off the live and I'm going to get on Zoom right now. So if you are interested in A, either enrolling or B, learning more, you can either get me in the DM. Hold on, I'm just getting this link. You can send me a DM. We'll chat through it in the DM. It will be wonderful. No obligation. Like, I'm here for you. Okay, I'm here to serve you, 100%. Hit me in the DM. Let's see. Participants. If you want face-to-face, I want you to jump on Zoom. I'm going to stay on this Zoom until 11:30. It's 8:50 my time. So 9, 10, 2.5 hours. I'm going to stay on here for you, okay? So let me put that. So if you want to do the face-to-face, more personal, let's do it. If you are watching this replay and it is past 11:30 and you do want face-to-face, then drop me a DM that you want to schedule a Zoom call. Totally free, okay? Bam. Okay, my lovelies, you're amazing. Thank you. I'm like, oh, who just commented? It was me. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Giveaway winner. Oh, I have a challenge for you. Giveaway winner will be announced tomorrow. So get those comments in. Love on each other. Love on yourself. Don't be afraid. I'm not trying to sound woo-woo. Don't be afraid. Love is good. Seriously, though. Okay. Oh, funny. Here's the challenge for today. Post a selfie and type one thing that you love about yourself. Again, this is not to toot our horn. This is not to be prideful. This is to begin to recondition ourselves that it is good and safe and okay to love ourselves. Because if we can't love ourselves, how can we expect anyone else to love us? Right? Okay, cool. Okay, ladies, see you soon. You're wonderful. Drop any questions below as well.